Hello guys, can you hear me? So if you can hear me, you can please indicate. Can you hear? Can you hear me? Just indicate. All right. I think you're gonna kickstart right now. All right, you can hear me. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So good day, guys. I think we are seven on this live stream right now. We are seven. So just as I told you guys on my channel, that we'll be having a short lesson on how to find your directional bias. How to find your bias. Whenever you get your chart, it's very important for you to know your bias. For me, it is a top priority for me to know my bias. So after I find my bias, um, I think okay, someone is saying something. So as I was saying earlier, after I find my bias, I think going down to the lower time frame to look for trades won't be hard, right? There won't be much complications. So it is important for you to know how to find your bias. Once you get your bias, even your strategy is not having a good RR, you can still scale up because there's a popular saying that says the trend is your friend, right? So before my brother comes up, the era FX, you guys ought to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Um, let's kickstart with something before he comes up. Let's kickstart with something before he comes up. Um, I'm about to share my screen right now. It is. I'm about to share my screen right now. So can you guys see my screen? Please indicate on the comment section if you can see my screen. Can you guys see my screen? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So let's kickstart. Just like I said, it is very important and paramount to know your directional bias, right? So first of all, we're gonna start with basic structures. Basic structure. And when we say basic structure, people neglect it so much. People neglect it so much that people don't use it again. It's pure price action. You guys all know it. And in case you're a beginner here, I'm still gonna make the breakdown. For example, if we are in a bullish trend, price making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, and higher highs. So are we together? Price makes what? Higher highs, higher highs and higher lows if we are in a bullish trend. If we are in a bullish trend. As simple as this is, do you know that this is a very vital key point in order for you to find your bias? For example, once you get your charts and you go to the 4 hours time frame or the daily time frame, let's say price is around this region, all right? Price is around this region. You notice that price was making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And maybe when you get your charts, this was the current day, right? That means price is currently going downwards on the higher time frame. Do you know that the overall direction of the market is bullish? The overall direction of the market is bullish, even though there is a retracement. So retracement does not mean that there's a change in direction. It's just a simple retracement, and you can find opportunities. Right, I'm coming. It's kind of network issue. Um, let me still go over it again. Let me still go over it again. Right, there's a retracement over here, but then the overall trend, the overall trend is still what? Is still bullish. So when we see this, price continually takes out the high right here, right? Price continually takes out the high right here. For example, here again, price takes out this high. And then when there is a retracement, for example, right here, there's a huge retracement to the downside. The moment I see a change of character on the lower time frame, maybe 4 hours, uh, network. This network is very bad. All right. Sorry for the delay. The fact that there is a retracement doesn't mean that the higher time frame direction isn't what we said earlier. So whenever I see a retracement, I'll still have at the back of my mind that okay, this is just a minor retracement. The direction is still bullish. So what? I'll keep in mind that whenever I see a change of character on the lower time frame, my next aim is for price to take out this high. As simple as this is the key. This is the key. I know some of you trade SNR and whatever stuff, but if you can stick to this, it is very important. The SNR is kind of deeper, alright? We'll get to that sooner or later. But then, if you can understand this simple price action, it is very key and vital. Whenever you see a retracement, just have at the back of your mind that price is still going to continue in the right direction. And once you see a change of character, once you see a change of character, let's imagine price was here, right? Maybe there was a level right here, or maybe an order block that is right here. This is very key. This is very key. If there is another block right here and maybe price begins to react from this place, right? Once I see something like this, right? Once I see something like this on the lower time frame, identifying a change of character, my next target, if I should enter a trade around this region, my next target is what? Is this high? Is for price to take out this high. And it works most of the time, except price decides to what? Invalidate this place and go down. That means breaking this low, and therefore the direction begins to change. Let me show you an example. Um, what can you see here? This is the daily time frame, and we can see clearly that price is moving in a bearish manner, making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. Let me take this out and draw it again. Price making lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, right? Lower low by taking out this low, lower high, lower lows, right? Price made a high right here, lower high, right? Sorry, price made this lower high, right? And then what can we see price do? Price went, price came around this region, right? And then retrace back. So this is telling us something, because the main target is for price to come and take out this low in order to follow the right price action. Because when we see price continues to break this low, price continues to break this low, price continues to break the low. So the expected low for price to break is this point, and then we see a retracement, and price what? Price taking out this high, price taking out this high with the body. This is telling us a story, but I'm not going there right now. I'm not going there right now. Please, are you following? I hope you guys are following. So this is telling us a
Sure.
story.
Yeah.
This is telling us a story. Um, so right here, let me just show you an example. There is something I used to do. I have my Asian session indicator in place. And what I do with this Asian session is not to trade Asian session. I just wait for, there is something I learned when I started trading. It's very simple. They said when price sweeps Asian high, expect price to go bearish, right? I believe you guys have heard of that. And when price sweeps Asian low, expect to go bullish. It's not 100% true, but it's kind of true when you know your bias. All right, if you don't know your bias and if you implement that, you're going to be hitting a lot of stop loss, right? So right here, I know that, let's imagine that price was around this area. If I go to my 1 hour time frame, if I go to my 1 hour time frame, um let's go to the area. All right, very good. Let me show you an example. This um this vertical line right here, let's imagine this was the day. I have at the back of my mind that my bias is bearish. Okay, clearly price is moving upwards here. Now this pink rectangle line is my Asian session. All I want to see is for price to take out this Asian session. Now this was Asian close. Price went above the Asian session during London and New York. This is giving me an idea that okay, when price goes above this Asian range, price is what? Price is going to take out liquidity in order for price to sell. All right. The buyers are buying to a certain point and they are going to sell it off. So right here, I see a move to the upside. What next? I wait for a change of character. Now, what can we see? Price came and broke this low. This is a market structure shift. MSS. This is a market structure shift. Note the first criteria, find your bias. Once you find your bias, you are good. The second criteria, wait for price to take out the Asian high or low. For this case, we are bearish, and then price have taken out my Asian high. Second step is for what? For a market structure shift to happen, and then you can use any of your PUI. All right. When my brother comes up, he's going to talk on the PUIs that you guys can use. But then so I believe you are together with us, right? Um, Please, if you are following, can you kindly comment? Can you kindly comment? I'm waiting for you guys' comments. All right. Someone is following. So let's advance. Let's advance. Let's advance. I'm waiting for my brother. I'm waiting for my brother. All right. Thank you. Someone said we are following. So let's advance before my brother comes up. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue. I cut this trade. I cut this trade right here. So let's continue. Price continues to go down. All right. What did I tell you guys? I want to see price take out my Asian high. I want price to take out my Asian high. Number one, for this case, price didn't take out my Asian high. I neglect this day. On this day, price came. Very good. On this day, price came, went down, taking out the Asian low. I am not interested. I am not interested. Once my bias is bearish, I'm not interested for price to take out Asian low during London or New York session. For example, on this day, price came, took out the Asian low first of all, and went up. Now, on this day, price what? Price went clearly above Asian high, right? What is next? We are expecting price to give us a market structure shift. But when you see here, price didn't give us a market structure shift with the body, Price didn't break structure with the body. It only broke the structure with the wick, and we are not interested. This is just a minor liquidity sweep, right? A minor liquidity sweep. So we are not interested. I told you that this whole of this move is a huge retracement that is happening, right? If you can see from here to this high right here, a huge retracement is happening. To this high right here, a huge retracement is happening, right? A huge retracement is happening. So price continues to go, and when price is retracing, note that price is going to a place that price have built liquidity. All right, price is moving to a place that there is much liquidity. For example, for price to move from this low to this high, that simply means that this high right here, liquidity lies on this high. Liquidity lies on areas such as old highs, old lows, previous day high, previous day lows. All these areas, liquidity lies there. All right, liquidity lies there. Uh, that's good. You guys are following. Thank you. Uh, Liquidity lies there. So trying to check out on my brother because he needs to take you guys on the next session, right? Because I'm almost done. So let's go to another pair. Let's go to another pair, such as USDJPY. What's the first step? The first step is to go to your higher time frame, right? On the higher time frame, what can we see? Clearly, we can see that price is bullish, right? Neglect this. We can see that price is bullish, making what? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. What again is next? Higher lows. The next aim, in case price continues to go upward, is what? Is this high right here. This high right here is our next target if price continues to go bullish, right? So that means this huge move from here to here is a very big retracement. And when price is retracing, we can actually take opportunity, right? We can take opportunity from the retracement that is happening. From the retracement that is happening. So for example, when I notice that price begins to change character and begins to retrace in cases like this, you can simply wait for price to take out the Asian range high only if you have found your POI on the high time frame. Alright. For example, now price is retracing. Price is retracing to where? Ask yourself the question. Whenever price is retracing, where is it retracing to? This is a very important question that you need to ask. Alright. For example, here price is retracing. Price might be retracing to maybe this region right here. This region right here. And price can continually go up. We don't know. Price may either be coming to this low, wherever. There are different regions that I'm not interested in going to mark them right here. Alright. I'm not interested because that's not our main aim. But then I just hope you understand the logic. Whenever price on the high time frame is moving bullish, for example, this is a clear example here. Price was moving bullish. All right, what will I be aiming for? I will be aiming for price to what? To take out Asia range low. For price to take out Asia range low for us to continue buying. All right, for example, here price took out Asia range low, broke structure to the upside, right here, and continue buying. So just have that at the back of your mind. If you guys have any question, you guys can tap. Okay. I use 1 hour time frame and the daily time frame. I use 1 hour time frame and the daily time frame. Alright, my brother is back. You're welcome, sir.
Amazing. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah,
Um,
you can continue.
you
You
have
can take
been
off.
doing amazing work here. Okay. What do I have to say when my guy has shared a lot of things? I believe we all are following. So let me just share my screen to
Alright.
share some few things. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. Good evening. So, um, he has said a lot of things, shared some few stuff. I literally, I'm so sorry because guys, network affected me. I could not really join from the beginning. So I believe he has touched structure, basic market structure, right? Your lower low for a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower highs, and low, high, low. This is a basic, but we all know that liquidity rests above highs and lows. He has been saying that also. I think I heard that at some point. And also that um, beyond, we don't just use this, to trade. You must understand advanced market structure. For me, advanced market structure, you must understand what is strong low and strong high. So, for example, a strong low is that first break structure before um, breaking structure to the opposite direction. That means as a sweep like this before a break of structure. So this is telling you that this low is a strong low. And same thing for the high, right? A strong high will first of all give you what? A sweep of an high, then break of structure to the down. So something like this is your strong high, sweep, break of structure, then you expect price to do this. So you don't just trade any low and high. you want to wait for price to give you a strong low, strong high, then you expect price to not take it out since it's a strong high, stuff like this. So with this being said, I believe you guys are following. Please, my brother, I believe, I don't know. Please, you can see their comments and tell me if they're following. I want to know if they're following, if they're getting what I'm saying, so that we move ahead.
All
Can you
right.
guys see and hear me very well? Faye, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. We can all hear you.
Hello, brother, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. We can hear you.
So I'm just, so I'll share my screen. Can you hear me? I've shared my screen, so I've not seen my screen. Okay, amazing. So as I was saying, so you must understand that, and since you understand that, you must understand also, I like saying this, that an ID structure should give you a 50% retracement. What does that mean? That means if the market breaks an high, it should retrace back into the 50% of your zone. So what do I mean? Taking your fee from the low to the high, it should at least retrace into the 50%. If it does not retrace into your 50%, know that that point is an incomplete pullback. And that incomplete pullback price is going to obviously come back to complete it, then push. So sometimes some people now take this as a break or a change of character to the downside. Meanwhile, this is just a liquidity grab to continue to the upside. Now, since we are talking about directional bias, you must understand that you must understand your start and your finish point. Okay, but understanding this helps you to know what you are looking for. Basically, for example, if price is going up like this, price going up like this, and you see price give you a strong low like this before pushing to the upside, giving you a liquidity point, something like this, and what do you expect? Let's say your POI is here and you're expecting price to come all the way down. Price does this, and this is your start point now. Then you're expecting price to come all the way here. For example, this is your start point. So this is your starting point, and this is your finish. Okay, so now when you talk about direction, it's just basically going to your higher time frame. For example, going to your higher time frame, like your daily time frame, or sometimes your 4 hour time frame to look at your structure. For example, if you see my chart, if you guys can see my chart very well, you see that coming. Please, are you guys following? Are you guys following? My network is really disturbing. I'm not even going to lie. It's disturbing. So, for example, you see that, okay, let me use this V25. Okay, so I'm going to, please, if you can hear me, please just inform me that you can hear me
Yeah,
so
we
that I
can
will know
hear
that
you.
you guys can hear me, please. Okay, okay.
We can hear you.
Okay, so now, for example, we we basically want to just, how do you know your direction? Basically, you can, you without even anybody telling you this, obviously a downtrend, obviously a downtrend. But now you've entered your chart, you've seen there is a downtrend, but you need to know, okay, where's price coming from and where's price going to? For example, those guys on my channel, you all know that we have been shorting this V10 because price came into an area, our POI here, and we predicted that price is going to come from here. That's our starting point to our finish point. How did I know that my chart is not currently full? If not, I would have shown you that there was a sweep there, price swept there, gave us this liquidity, and this was what that was what I saw, and that was my starting. This was my finish. So you don't just come to the channel and say, okay, because it's on downtrend, you need to first of all go and locate your start point and finish point, and that way you need to know your liquidity points, your POI, what you are basically looking for, and also your entry pattern. So I believe, my brother, we will do justice to that. But this is one pattern that we trade. I myself personally. So we have liquidity point and then POI. So what was this? We have basically sweep, break, and break, second break of structure. We have these to be taken out. Then for the sell, just the opposite of this. Just the opposite of this. You understand? For the sell. And we're expecting price to come like this. This is one pattern we trade. There are other patterns, for example, like this. I think my brother will talk about that one. So something like this, whereby okay, let me see if I can do it like this. Sorry, guys. So something like this. Let's say we're expecting a buy from this point, but price failed and pushed. So you're expecting price to come somewhere like this. So this is what we call a mitigation block. So, but he's going to talk about that. And my network is really affecting me, guys. I'm so sorry I had to even come out to do this. But I believe that these few points that I've shared at least would because now I don't even know what he has touched because I'm trying to join the class. I was trying to join the session. So let me know, guys, what if you can hear me, please. What have you touched with them?
I touched just basic way how to find your bias, and I told them that when you come up, you're gonna major on the POIs, right? POIs such as the breaker.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Since you said
So I
I
think you're just going to finish everything because I have touched that other part. So
okay, you have touched liquidity.
yes, I just majored on liquidity a little bit, making use of Asian session. Yes, I just measured
Okay,
on that. But you
okay,
can do the advanced liquidity and touch the POI.
okay, amazing. All right, so since my guy is saying I should do it, so I will obviously who am I? Okay, so now there are a lot of POIs out there, right? We have order block, breaker block, mitigation block, imbalance, and all that. So basically, what is a breaker block? So a breaker block is something like this when you're an uptrend, price is clearly going up, and price changes direction immediately without any reaction here, just change direction with impulse. So this block that failed is a breaker block. So basically, when
All right, guys. Please. I think he's having network issue, right? So, okay, he's back. He's back. So let me just add him.
All right, I think I'm back. Today I meant to know that I wants to stress us. I think I'm back. So let me share my screen again. Sorry, guys. But just to get somewhere. Okay. So now you get what I'm saying is PY. So once you can know your PY, for example, this PY, this kind of PY, this is your start point now. Then this is your finish. This is your start point. Then this is your finish. So anything you are going to do, I think you will still do entry type so that you just finish it in entry type. So what you're going to do, let's say you see this on a daily time frame, all you are going to do is to just save this until it enters your finish point, from your start point to your finish. Start point until it gets to your finish, you would sell it, sell this guy, sell this guy, sell this guy. So now let me see if I can see an example of one. Say, mm, okay, amazing. Let me use V51 is. Those of you trading currency, I'm so sorry. No, I'm a derivative guy, so pardon me. But I believe this works everywhere. So see, try it on your Faye used currency pairs to explain to us. So let me still have synthetic guys a little bit. Please, I want to be sure that you guys can hear me, I beg. Please. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Amazing stuff, right? So now,
I don't know.
please, can you guys see my screen? Okay, I believe you guys can hear me. I believe you guys can hear me. So I think I'll be
Because of the sensitivity of the assignment of the kidney, you cannot stand.
so now, for example, this chart, let's use this chart for example. Let me go to V50. Okay. Okay. So now this is a clean chart, right? You just came into the chart, you want to know, okay, what direction is the market? Obviously, you see that price has taken out this major low. So you map out this first. Okay. Now you need to investigate where price is currently at, and also um where you think
Hello guys, I'm so sorry for the internet um, connection problem. The connection is really bad. It's really bad. So I think you guys should stay tuned, right? You guys should stay tuned. So sorry for the delay.
Please, my network is really affecting me. I don't know if you can touch entry type so that they can know how to enter off the market. Please. I don't know where you guys stop, but I was trying to explain that. Okay, we have seen a mitigation block. Then we've seen a liquidity. We need to just wait for price to come in and sell. Please, if I continue and share, let me stop sharing. Just share entry type. Entry type. Just share entry type. Then I think we'll come back again for part two because we want this class to be very educative and help a lot of persons. So we'll be back again. We'll be back again together, and we're going to share good stuff. So my brother will just share. I don't know if I even said all the things I wanted to say because the network has really um, disturbed me. So
So thank you very much. So based on, I think you have done well, sir. You have done well, sir, and you have touched the major thing. That is the breaker block, right? That's the breaker block, and it's very important for us to understand how this breaker works. Breaker is just a field order block, right? Just like he mentioned, just like he explained earlier. So breaker is a field order block. In order for you to confirm whether this breaker will hold, it is very important for you to wait for liquidity. And liquidity is just a short range that forms, right, before price goes to your POI. All right. For example, this right here is your POI, right? For you to validate this POI, apart from using conformational input whenever price comes into the POI, it is very important for you to wait for liquidity. And this liquidity are of two types. Number one, there is a range liquidity and there is a single candlestick liquidity. For example, a liquidity is formed here, all right? This is a liquidity. Once you see this, price goes up and goes down. You may think that you have missed your entry, but no, that's not it. It simply means that what liquidity is building up. Liquidity is building up. This is just to fake traders, all right? This is just to manipulate traders. They may think that, oh, I've missed this trade, so they begin to sell here. They begin to sell here. they begin to open multiple positions, and before they know it, price will just take them out. All right, so they have been liquidated. The second POI that I would love to let me just do it the opposite way so that we'll bring balance to it. Let me that. So for this case right here, this is the breaker right here. There is one important thing that you need to know. Whenever price breaks a high, all right, whenever price breaks a high, the body at which the candlestick that broke the high, the body will serve as the breaker, right? For example, right here, something like this, right here. So these are example of breaker blocks. This, all right, this are example of breaker block. The high that breaks is an is a breaker block. And when we go to our charts, it's very obvious and clear, right? It's very obvious and clear. For example, let me just show you. I'm just showing you a random video. So this low right here broke structure. So that means the body of the candlestick that broke this low, which is this black, this will serve as the breaker. And price what? Price later came into the breaker and sold off right here. Alright? This is a good example. This is a good example. Guys, I think we'll continue the part 2 on his channel. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for staying with us. Um I think we'll share a link sooner or later so that everything will continue. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys.